You've waited months for this trip, maybe to visit family or to finally take that dream cruise. But now, as your bag slides through TSA screening, an officer waves you over. Your heart sinks. They're opening your medication bag. Did they just take your pills? It's happening more often than you think. Seniors being stopped at airport security, confused about new TSA rules, and sometimes losing access to the medicine they rely on. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to protect your prescriptions, what not to do at airport security, and how to fly completely stress-free in 2025, even with tighter TSA rules. Don't worry, you don't need fancy travel gear or special permissions. Just a few simple steps can keep your medication safe and your mind at ease. So let's start with the golden rule every senior traveler should know, the one that could save both your health and your entire trip. If you remember just one thing from this video, let it be this. Never pack your essential medication in checked baggage. Ever. For most travelers, a lost suitcase is just an inconvenience. But for seniors, it can quickly become a medical emergency. Imagine this. Your flight gets delayed overnight. Your luggage ends up in another city, and your blood pressure pills or insulin are in that missing bag. What happens then? Your entire trip, and possibly your health, is at risk. And it's not just about lost bags. Checked luggage can sit for hours in extreme temperatures, on the tarmac or in cargo holds, and that can damage sensitive medications. Keep every vital pill, liquid, or medical device in your personal item, not even your rolling carry-on. Why? Because more airlines are gate-checking carry-ons these days when overhead bins fill up. If your bag gets taken at the last minute, you'll have no control over it once it's below deck. A small pouch inside your personal bag, clearly labeled and easy to reach, can literally save your trip. Treat it like your travel lifeline. That's rule number 1. But what about the containers you use? Because that's where most people, even seasoned travelers, slip up. Let's be honest. Most seniors travel smart. You plan ahead, sort your medications into daily or weekly organizers, and it keeps things simple. But what's convenient at home can quickly cause problems when you fly, especially internationally. For domestic flights inside the United States, TSA allows pill organizers. You can bring them in your carry-on or personal item with no issue. But once you step into international territory, the rules change. Customs and airport officers in other countries often can't verify unlabeled pills. To them, an unmarked organizer might look suspicious. And that's when travelers get questioned, delayed, or even have their medication confiscated. That's why experts recommend packing your medications in their original labeled bottles when traveling abroad. The label should clearly show your name, your doctor's name, and the prescription number. It acts as proof that the medicine is legitimate and prescribed to you. If you need to save space, bring a small organizer just for convenience. But keep the original bottles in your bag for verification. That simple step can prevent a major travel headache. But what if your medication isn't a pill? Let's talk about the liquids, the one area that causes the most confusion for travelers every single year. Now let's clear up one of the biggest sources of airport stress, the liquid rule. You've probably heard it 100 times, 3.4 ounces or less, in one quart-sized bag. But here's what most travelers, especially seniors, don't realize: medically necessary liquids are exempt from that rule. In 2025, TSA updated their guidance to define a reasonable quantity as only what you need for the duration of your trip, plus a small buffer. That means if you need 6 ounces of prescription lotion or insulin, you're allowed to bring it, as long as it's declared properly. This includes insulin, eye drops, prescription creams, liquid antibiotics, and even liquid supplements your doctor recommends. When you go through screening, simply take those items out of your bag and place them in a separate bin. Tell the officer they're medical liquids. You can also request a visual inspection instead of having them go through the X-ray, if that makes you more comfortable. The key is to stay calm, polite, and confident. TSA officers handle medical items every day, and when you communicate clearly, you'll move through quickly and stress-free. Now, if you use injections or medical devices, listen closely. This next part surprises almost everyone. If you travel with syringes, injectable medicine, or medical devices, here's the good news. TSA allows them. You just need to follow a few simple steps. You can bring insulin pens, pre-filled syringes, EpiPens, inhalers, pacemaker monitors, CPAP machines, and other essential medical equipment on board. The only condition? They must travel with the medication they're for. For example, if you're bringing syringes, keep the insulin or prescription medication with them. This helps TSA quickly verify that your medical items are legitimate and medically necessary. Pack everything together in a clear pouch so officers can see it easily. And here's something most senior travelers don't know. TSA offers a free program called TSA Cares. It's designed to help seniors and people with medical conditions get through security smoothly. You can call them at least 72 hours before your flight to request special assistance, ask questions, or even have someone meet you at the checkpoint to guide you through. If walking through security or managing equipment feels stressful, use this service. It's your right, and it can turn a nerve-wracking experience into a calm, easy process. That covers your flight within the United States. But the real trouble often starts after landing overseas. Here's something that surprises a lot of senior travelers. Just because a medication is over-the-counter in the United States doesn't mean it's legal everywhere else. Many of us carry things like Tylenol, Benadryl, Imodium, or cold and sinus meds without even thinking. But some of these can cause real trouble overseas. For example, pseudoephedrine, found in many US decongestants, is banned in Japan. And in countries like Greece or the United Arab Emirates, medicines containing codeine are treated like controlled substances. It's not that customs officers want to make your life difficult. They just follow their country's drug regulations. Unfortunately, if you bring something that's restricted, it could be confiscated. Or worse, lead to serious delays. So before you fly, take 2 minutes to check your destination's embassy website. It's free, fast, and could save you from a very awkward moment at customs. Because let's face it, your allergy pills shouldn't cause an international incident. Print or screenshot the embassy's medication list just in case you need to show proof later. So how do you actually prove your medicine is legal and prescribed? That's where the paperwork comes in. When traveling internationally, your medication can only protect your health if you can prove it's legitimate. That's where what I call the documentation trinity comes in. 3 simple but powerful papers that can save you hours of airport stress. First, your original labeled bottles. They should clearly show your full name, the medication name, dosage, and pharmacy information. Think of that label as your medication's passport. Second, paper copies of your prescriptions. Don't rely on your phone, batteries die, or Wi-Fi fails. Keep printed versions that list your dosage, your doctor's contact information, and the exact quantity prescribed. And third, a doctor's letter, preferably on official letterhead. This one helps a lot when customs or security officers have questions. The letter should explain what the medication is for, how much you need, and why it's medically necessary. For extra peace of mind, bring a translated copy if you're traveling to a non-English speaking country. Even a short translation note can make border checks go much smoother. Keep all 3 documents together in a clear travel pouch or folder. If anyone asks, you'll have proof ready, calm, confident, and in control. But if your medications fall into the controlled category, there's one more layer of protection you can't skip. Some medications come with extra scrutiny, especially for international travel. We're talking about ADHD medications, sleep aids, anxiety prescriptions like Xanax or Valium, and stronger painkillers. These are considered controlled substances and fall into the high-risk category. Many countries either ban or strictly limit these medications. For example, what's perfectly legal in the United States might be completely forbidden or require special approval elsewhere. That's why it's essential to research your destination before you fly. The International Narcotics Control Board, or INCB, maintains a database of regulations for controlled substances in nearly every country. It's an excellent starting point. But don't stop there. Always contact your destination country's embassy or consulate to confirm the rules. They'll tell you if you need pre-approval or a medical import permit and how much medication you're allowed to carry. Yes, it sounds like extra work, but a simple phone call or email can prevent major headaches at customs. Seniors who prepare ahead are the ones who breeze through without stress, while those who assume all meds are allowed risk confiscation or travel delays. Now that you know which medications need special attention, let's pack smart so you can move through TSA smoothly and keep your health protected. When it comes to traveling with medications, seniors have a huge advantage if they pack smart. Think of it as creating your own personal medical toolkit that keeps you prepared, organized, and stress-free. Step 1. Get a transparent, zippered pouch. Easy to see and easy to access. In it, pack everything you need. All prescription medications, over-the-counter essentials, your original labeled bottles, copies of prescriptions, and your doctor's letter. Add at least 1 extra week's supply to account for travel delays or lost luggage. Keep the bag readily accessible, in your personal item, under the seat in front of you, not buried at the bottom of a suitcase. If TSA asks questions or you need something mid-flight, it's right there. Technology is your friend. Take photos of all prescriptions and documents and save them to your phone in a secure cloud service like Google Drive. That way, if your bag is lost or stolen, you still have instant access to your records. This small step can be a lifesaver in an emergency. Packing thoughtfully like this doesn't just protect your medications, it protects your peace of mind. Every item has a place, and every scenario has a backup plan. Even with all this prep, things can still go wrong. Here's how seniors can stay calm and handle surprises if they do. Even with perfect planning, travel doesn't always go exactly as expected. Maybe your bag gets delayed, or a TSA officer flags one of your medications. The key for seniors is to stay calm and in control. Panic only makes things harder. Step 1. Show your documentation. Pull out your original labeled bottles, prescriptions, and doctor's letter. This proves the medications are legitimate and medically necessary. Step 2. If questions arise, politely request a supervisor review. Officers handle many situations daily, and having a supervisor involved can clear up confusion quickly. Step 3. For emergencies, keep backup prescriptions available. If your medication is lost, you can get a refill at a local pharmacy, sometimes even abroad, using the copies you packed in your medical kit. Don't forget to contact the airline's Lost and Found department immediately, and if you're overseas, reach out to your embassy or consulate. They can advise you on local regulations and help replace critical medications if needed. Remember, you can handle this. Seniors have faced far more complicated challenges than a travel hiccup. Staying calm, organized, and proactive will get you through the situation safely and with minimal stress. Now that you know how to handle emergencies, let's wrap it all up with the golden checklist every senior traveler should follow. Let's take a moment to recap the key steps that every senior traveler should remember before heading to the airport in 2025. First and foremost, always keep your medications in your personal item. That means the bag that stays with you under the seat, not in checked luggage, not in a roller bag that might get gate checked. Your health comes first, and keeping your meds close is the single most important habit you can adopt. Next, use original labeled containers whenever possible. Especially for international trips, these bottles serve as proof that your medication is legitimate, complete with your name, dosage, and pharmacy details. It makes security screening faster and smoother. For any liquids, gels, creams, or injectables, remember to declare them at TSA and separate them in a clear bag. Politeness and confidence go a long way, and you can even request a visual inspection if you prefer. Before you travel abroad, take the time to research the medication laws of your destination. Some common over-the-counter or prescription drugs in the United States may be restricted or banned in other countries. Checking embassy websites or calling ahead can save you from an unnecessary headache. Don't forget your documentation: Trinity original bottles, paper prescriptions, and a doctor's letter. Keep physical copies and digital backups on your phone or in the cloud. This ensures that if anything happens, you're fully prepared. Traveling with medications doesn't have to be stressful. It just takes a little preparation and smart planning. When you follow these steps, you can walk into the airport feeling calm, confident, and ready for your adventure. If this guide helped you, please tap like, subscribe, and check the link below for your free senior travel medication checklist. It's designed to make every trip smoother and safer. Because your health should always travel with you, safely, securely, and stress-free.